Hey there, money-savvy friends. Welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this, you're probably tired of leaving free money on the table every time you swipe your card. Am I right? Today, we're diving deep into the best credit cards in America for 2025, the ones that normal people like you and me can actually get approved for. Don't worry, those days are over. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which cards to apply for, how to maximize rewards, and the mistakes that are costing you thousands every year. Let's get into it. The mistakes that are costing you thousands every year. Let's get into it. Let's start with the cards that won't charge you a penny to keep in your wallet. Because let's be honest, paying $95 just to have a piece of plastic? That's like paying rent for a couch. Number 10. Wells Fargo Active Cash. This beauty gives you 2% cash back on everything. Groceries? 2%. Gas? 2%. That weird online purchase at 2 a.m. you don't remember making? Yep, 2%. Plus, you get a $200 welcome bonus after spending just $500 in 3 months. Yep, 2%. Plus, you get a $200 welcome bonus after spending just $500 in 3 months. Number 9. Citi Double Cash. And here's where it gets interesting. You earn 1% when you buy something and another 1% when you pay it off. It's like the card is rewarding you for being responsible. Genius, right? The card is basically your financial accountability buddy. Total of 2% back, 0 annual fee, and it helps build good payment habits. Genius, right? The card is basically your financial accountability buddy. Total of 2% back, 0 annual fee, and it helps build good payment habits. Number 8. Discover It Cashback. Now this card is sneaky good. It has rotating 5% categories each quarter, like gas stations, Amazon, restaurants. But here's the kicker. Discover matches all the cashback you earn in your first year. That means if you earn $500, they give you another $500. Free money. It's like having a twin who just gives you their paycheck. Where do I find one of those? Discover matches all the cashback you earn in your first year. That means if you earn $500, they give you another $500. Free money. It's like having a twin who just gives you their paycheck. Where do I find one of those? Okay, real talk. How much do you spend on groceries every month? $400? $600? More if you have teenagers at home who think they're feeding a small army? Right. So let's talk about cards that make your grocery trips actually pay you. Number 7. American Express Blue Cash Every Day. This is perfect for families. You get 3% back at U.S. supermarkets, up to $6,000 per year. That's $180 cash back just for buying what you already need, plus 2% at gas stations and department stores. No annual fee. It's basically a money printer for your daily expenses. But wait, if you're spending more than $500 on groceries, consider the Blue Cash Preferred. Same card, but supercharged. 6% back at U.S. supermarkets, 6% on select streaming services, Netflix, Spotify, Disney+, you name it, and 3% at gas stations. Okay, math time. If you spend $500 monthly on groceries and $100 on gas, plus $50 on streaming, that's a $337 profit after paying the $95 annual fee. Boom. Free money. Now, let's talk about my favorite category, travel cards. Because who doesn't want free vacations? Number 6. Chase Freedom Flex. This card is the Swiss Army knife of credit cards. You get 5% on rotating categories, 3% on dining and drugstores, and 5% on travel through Chase. But here's the secret sauce. If you pair this with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, your points become way more valuable. We're talking free flights to Europe. Speaking of which, number 5, Chase Sapphire Preferred. This is the card that changed the game for everyday travelers. You earn 5x points on travel, 3x on dining. And when I say dining, I mean restaurants, food delivery, even that $4 coffee you grab every morning. The welcome bonus alone is worth $750 to $900 in travel. That's a free vacation just for signing up. Of course, you have to spend $4,000 in 3 months, but if you're strategic, the $95 annual fee basically pays for itself with just the travel protection alone. Lost luggage? Covered. Trip canceled? Covered. Overcharged at a hotel? They've got your back. Number 4. Capital One Venture. Now this is for people who want simplicity. You earn 2x miles on every purchase. No categories to remember, No activation, no mental gymnastics. Buy a car? 2x miles. Pay for a wedding? 2x miles. Adopt a llama? 2x miles. And the welcome bonus? 75,000 miles after spending $4,000. That's worth $750 for travel. Plus, you can transfer to partners like Turkish Airlines, Singapore Airlines. Fancy. All right, now we're entering the big leagues. These cards have higher annual fees, but if you use them right, they're absolutely worth it. Number 3. Chase Freedom Unlimited. Wait, what? This isn't premium. Exactly. That's the beauty. You get 5% on travel through Chase, 3% on dining in drugstores, and 1.5% on everything else, with no annual fee. This is the perfect everyday card. Number 2. American Express Gold Card. Now we're talking premium. This card has a $325 annual fee, but before you close this video, you get $120 in Uber Cash, $120 in dining credits, and you earn 4x points at restaurants worldwide and US supermarkets. So you're really only paying $85. And if you eat out twice a week, this card pays for itself 3 times over if you love dining out. And number 1, drumroll please, the Capital One Venture X Rewards. This is the card I personally travel with. Yes, it has a $395 annual fee, but listen to this magic. $300 annual travel credit basically makes it $95. Plus you get 10,000 bonus miles every year just for keeping it. That's another $100 value. So really? You're paying -$5 to have this card. You get airport lounge access, TSA PreCheck or global entry credit, and earn 2x miles on everything. The welcome bonus is 100,000 miles. That's a round-trip flight to Europe in business class. Okay, we've covered the best cards. Now let's talk about the mistakes that are costing you money. Mistake number 1, carrying a balance to build credit. This is a myth that credit card companies love. You do not need to pay interest to build credit. In fact, carrying a balance just means you're paying 18 to 29% interest for absolutely no benefit. Mistake number 2, only paying the minimum. I know money's tight, but hear me out. If you have a $5,000 balance and only pay the minimum, you'll pay over $6,000 in interest, and it'll take you 20+ years to pay off. Even paying just $25 to $50 extra per month makes a massive difference. Try it. Mistake number 3, ignoring your credit utilization. This is fancy talk for how much of your credit limit you're using. Keep it under 30% for a good credit score, under 10% for an excellent one. If your limit is $10,000, keep your balance below $3,000, preferably below $1,000. Mistake number 4, not reading your statement. I get it, it's boring. But you know what's not boring? Finding out someone bought a $2,000 TV in another state with your card. Check your statements monthly. Look for charges you don't recognize. Many cards have real-time alerts now. Turn them on. And mistake number 5, the big one, not using your rewards. Studies show 83% of people sign up for reward cards, but only 33% actually use the travel perks they signed up for. You're leaving free money on the table. Set a reminder every 6 months to check your rewards. Book that trip. Redeem that cash back. Treat yourself. Before we wrap up, here are my top 5 pro tips to become a credit card ninja. Tip number 1, the 524 rule. Chase has a secret rule. If you've opened 5 or more personal credit cards in the last 24 months, they'll probably deny you. So get your Chase cards first. Tip number 2, the 3-card strategy. You don't need 20 cards. Get 3 cards. 1 for everyday spending, 1 for bonus categories, 1 for travel. That's it. Simple, manageable, and you're maximizing rewards. Tip number 3, credit card timing. Apply for cards at least 3 to 6 months apart. This protects your credit score from too many hard inquiries. Also, time your applications before big planned expenses. Getting married? Having a baby? Remodeling? Get the card first. Meet the spending bonus. Earn those points. Tip number 4, downgrade. Don't cancel. If a card's annual fee isn't worth it anymore, call and ask to downgrade to a no-fee version. This keeps your credit history intact. And tip number 5, stack your rewards. Use shopping portals like Rakuten or Capital One Shopping to earn 2 to 10% cash back on top of your credit card rewards. It's like getting paid twice for the same purchase. Who doesn't love that? All right, friends, that's the ultimate guide to credit cards in 2025. Remember, credit cards are tools, powerful tools. Use them wisely, and they'll help you build wealth. Use them carelessly. And, well, if you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more money tips, and drop a comment telling me which card you're going to apply for. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep earning, keep learning, and keep your credit score healthy. Peace out.